Hello and welcome to part 2 of the Dexter Industry Saga. I'm Sosis Merguez, of course, and right away we're gonna start by taking out this first guard. You have to shoot him when you're closer to him, because if you're too far away, I actually tried a bunch of times and had to restart because he would turn around and shoot. I don't know why the bullet didn't, well, go to his head, but if you get closer, it fixes the problem. So yeah, and we're using the sniper. This sniper was actually in the other Hitman games. It's the Kazo TRG. Um, it was in Blood Money contracts, Hitman contracts, and yeah. So there's a bunch of things to say about the sniping mechanic in this game. Um, First of all, when you hold down the trigger to fire slowly, it activates a slow motion mechanic that lets you steady your aim for a little while, and it's very useful. And it kind of reminds me of Splinter Cell with how Sam Fisher can hold his breath and steady his aim for a couple of seconds. So I'm taking out the guards here and civilians one by one. Basically, just taking out whoever gets in my scope. So I took out the guy I took out. Actually, is going to be spotted by another civilian, and see body found. But it doesn't really matter. In this video, I'm not actually trying to kill everyone silently because it's basically it's extremely difficult. There's a neat thing we're gonna do in this video. Actually, we're gonna steal. Well, we're gonna find. It's not really hidden, but we're gonna find an outfit that appears in another level in the game, which is Hunter and Hunted. Or Hunter Hunted, I'm not sure which name it is exactly. So yeah, see how useful it is. I was able to take out this guy before, well, as he was walking. So that's pretty good. I like how when you shoot them, blood splashes from their head. It's quite realistic. So yeah, just taking them out one by one. It's quite fun to do this. But if you actually miss your shot, they tend to go suspicious, cautious. But if you miss too much, they will spot you, no matter how far you are from them. It can be quite disconcerting because sometimes you kill many people and you have to restart because you missed one or two shots. And but you know, it doesn't really matter. I can start again. I actually started like this video like 6 or 7 times before I got it something that was enjoyable to watch. As you will see near the end, I actually got spotted, and guards started shooting at me, and I decided why not do a video that has a little twist at the end, where I actually take out my machine gun and kill everyone in sight. And you will be able to see the combat system in this game, which is pretty basic, really, for a game of this generation. You basically take cover and Dark aim, shoot, and dark behind cover again. The cover system is really basic. You know, you see this in most games these days, most action games these days. It's nice they added it in Absolution, I think. Without this system, obviously, the game stealth aspect wouldn't be what it is, because being in cover hides you from enemy sight better. Generally, they see you. There's less chance of being spotted when you're in cover. Sometimes guards will be very near cover, but just being while putting your back to cover, you'll be hidden. So I had to take out my gun because I didn't have any ammo, obviously. But there's more ammo you can find in this level. But that's about it for the sniping phase of this video. I didn't actually know here you could aim from this spot, but you can, and it's quite useful actually. I could take out this guy. It's quite funny how he this angle. Oh, there you can hear a dog. There's actually animals in this game. Just dogs, mostly. They don't do much. They don't really attack you or anything. They're just there to alert the guards if you're nearby. They're mostly behind fences and stuff, as you will see in a minute. So yeah, I was just roaming around. I was trying to find someone to kill. There's actually there's not that many places, but this level has many guards, and that's the biggest difficulty in this level. Literally, there must be more than 30 enemies. Well, more than, I would say around 40 actually. 40 civilians and guards combined. And if you, maybe that's not exact, but from what I estimate, it's about right, I think. And here we are. We're taking the costume, and this is it. This is a 47 Easter egg suit. Charlie Chipmunk. There's written on his back. It's a really funny suit, but it's also quite cool how you basically act like this super villain or something that has a costume. It's quite funny to kill people in this suit. Quite cool too. Like this killer squirrel going around murdering people. It's like a cross between cartoon and reality. The reality of the Hitman world, of course. And I didn't know I could shoot this guy through the window, but thankfully he actually took the bullet. Oh, you can see here the gun is going through the mask. Just something I didn't notice before, but that's one of the good things about post commentaries. You notice a few things, some nice angles, some nice situations you wouldn't notice if you did a live commentary. Because live commentaries go pretty fast, actually. You don't really have time to think things through. Of course, unless if you do pauses and stuff. I hope I'll talk about interesting things in this video, keep you entertained, and there's actually many things to say in commentaries, but sometimes you just get caught up with what's on screen, or you talk about something else for a little while and then you forget other things to mention. It's quite tricky doing commentaries, but if you happen to be quite natural and halfway decent at it, it's quite fun. Oh, by the way, I know it's been like 3 days since I've posted a video, but I was doing other things and I was planning out how I would do this level. But yeah, I know like a week ago or a week or two ago, well, when I basically started making videos again, I did like 2 videos a day. But I'll probably do less, sometimes more, sometimes less. But I'll make videos from now on though, so that's pretty cool, I guess. If you like these videos, actually. This is the trickiest place to kill enemies and civilians because for some reason in this room, one time I did this level, there was a guard already in this room. I don't know why he was there. Usually, normally this room would stay empty, but there was a guy in it and he saw me coming down the ladder. So I had to restart. There's the weapon I'm actually going to use at the end on the floor there. Am I going to pick? No, I'm not picking it. See, it's pretty cool with this costume. Yeah. But, so as you'll see, a guy will come in this room later on, and it's sort of like the mystery room, right? No one knows what will happen in this room and who will come in. Yeah. And again, I was really learning as I went through this part of the level. I did it before, as I said in another video. It's funny because when I do these videos, sometimes I tend to repeat myself. But really, for example, oh, see that there the guy came for some reason, even though nothing let us know that he was attracted by the sound of the knife hitting the wall. But he still came for some reason. It's strange. And like I said, it's quite unpredictable, this game sometimes. So it's not frustrating, but sometimes it can be when you start over a bunch of times and just a random event will just mess up everything. I just picked up the webcam which I used to record my voice. It fell behind my screen, and maybe that's why my voice sounded a bit different from the other videos so far. I just had to listen to to my commentary. My voice sounded much lighter than the other videos where I usually sound quite calm, and my voice is quite a bit deeper. And well, so as you can see, this guy spotted me, and this was pretty much well, backup arrived, as you can see. It's just and I have to talk about this. One of the problems in this game. Oh well, there's not many problems in this game actually, but the camera sometimes gets way too close to Agent 47, and it's quite hard to see what's around you sometimes because it just lets you this quite small angle on the screen, and the Chipmunk suit doesn't really help either because it's quite big. So that's why if I look like I'm playing a bit badly or a bit strangely, it's because I can't really see what's going on that well. On this video it looks okay, because it's well, the resolution's a bit more bigger. There's more space around 47, but on my TV I have to play in a pretty low resolution because I use an RGB cable, and yeah, the screen's a bit smaller. Well, I don't know how to describe it really, but it just looks smaller. There's less space to see. Oh, there's a nice girl with the knife again. I really like it. But I can't play as I record with an HD cable, which I usually use when playing games and stuff on my PS3. Okay, so here this is the last room in this part of the level, and as you can see, there's 4 guards and 3 or 4 guards. But if you actually look up when you're in this level, there's there's missiles attached on the ceiling or something. Not in this level, but if you actually shoot them in the next level, I believe it's in the next level, there's actually an Easter egg where the missiles, which are actually nuclear missiles, they blow up, and you get a short cutscene where you see Kanan Lynch relaxing on a long chair, and basically they get killed by the explosion, and the whole town where the action takes place, it just blows up. By the way, I'm sorry if sometimes I don't really communicate well, or search for my words and make some phrases that are hard to understand, but I don't know, it's just one of my my little problems. Sometimes I just want to say something, but I just search for my words and get a bit confused. I hope you don't mind. Well, you probably, maybe you understand, I don't know. Maybe I'm just thinking, if you think I don't make sense sometimes, just tell me in the comments. But anyways, so here I actually quite contained the situation, because these guys didn't really know where to go actually. They just found bodies and this kind of stuff. So I took out these 2 guys outside. And you can actually even steady your aim with pistols and rifles and stuff like that. I'm not sure if it really does steady your aim, because sometimes you just shoot without steadying it and it makes the contact anyway, so I don't know what's up with that really, this mechanic. Maybe it's a bit more precise, I don't know. I can't really tell, but this thing was in my way, so I had to leave cover and aim like this. I love it when you shoot them in the head. It's you just fall to the ground immediately. It's quite funny. Again, with the psychopath thing, like I said in the upper floors video.
Yeah, I got a body here, possibly dead.
It's funny. It's quite funny actually, when some people believe video games make you violent and teach you to kill or stuff like this. Yeah, it's silly. No, I mean, the way I look at it, you in games you just have fun. It's just, It's just mindless fun sometimes, killing people in games. It's nothing serious. I mean, killing someone in a video game and in reality is two very different things. I mean, some people who say video games are violent and make you violent, I they probably don't even play video games, so they don't really know what they're talking about. But anyway, so as you can see, by this point it got out of hand. So, and that's quite a funny little bit here. We're both on each side of this wall, this window. Took him out with the blind shots. Yeah, I didn't talk about this, but you can actually blind shoot when in cover. It's a cool feature. It's really useful too sometimes, even though the aim is very bad when you're doing blind shots. By this point, I was just okay. Sorry about that. Someone came in my room. Oh, I'm sorry. This video is a bit of a mess, but no. This is probably one of the last videos I'll make on this game. Except if there's another level I can do silently killing everyone. But yeah. So yeah, I'm basically finishing off the remaining NPCs. This is the fun part where civilians sort of run around the level without knowing what to do. So one of the funnest parts is when you do a rampage on Hitman games. One other thing that was quite interesting in Hitman Blood Money was the fact that when you do a rampage or something of that nature, the civilians that would be left in the level would actually sometimes they would pick up a weapon on the ground that they would find on a guard body or something, and they would empty a clip on you. Well, at least they would try at least, but and it was a nice addition in my opinion. It made it a bit more realistic how the civilians would try and fight you, even though they really it really was useless against you most of the time. And another thing I wanted to talk about quickly is the how the game is played with a controller, just the gameplay as the how the game is played. From Hitman 1 to 3 contracts, the way you would play it, the camera would always be behind Agent 47, and you'd sort of strafe left and right, a bit like in Max Payne 1 actually, if you know that game, probably do. And to me it was a bit easier to handle gunfights this way. But and then in Hitman Blood Money the camera was much more free. You could turn it around Agent 47 and it was just a nice camera. But in Absolution it's much more like modern games, modern third person shooters. So but all of them work really, but I sort of have a preference for the original camera, you know, old school type camera, I guess. But yeah, they're all fine anyway. I hope I didn't say too much in this video. I said it again. Well, I'll try my best and say this as less as possible. I see it's actually quite impressive to see that some YouTubers basically talk without saying between what they say. Some are really skilled, and doing commentaries you sort of notice these things a bit more, how which style people tend to go for when doing commentaries and the things they say. It's really interesting actually. Doing commentaries it's a really enjoyable thing to do for one, and interesting too. It's like a bit like a science in a way, doing a good commentary. But yeah. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video again. At least this time it was a bit different from what I did previously. Just shooting people. There wasn't much shooting actually, but yeah, it was mostly like the Run for Your Life video, just trying to kill as many people silently as possible. But I would call it failing to kill everyone silently, but I think I'll just call it something like Charlie Chipmunk the killer, or uh, the killer squirrel, or something like that. Just a nice little name. And yeah, so I'm not gonna keep you bore you any longer, like I said another time, again with the repetition. Well, anyways, thanks for watching, guys. It's very fun doing these videos. I'll probably make a new video on a game I bought recently, which is Heavy Rain, the game by Quantic Dream. They also released Beyond Two Souls recently, um, a game that came out in October of 2013. Well, at least where I live. And, it's just these two games. I watched a Let's Play of Beyond Two Souls, entire Let's Play. It's a really amazing game, so I'll probably do the beginning of Heavy Rain and record myself and do a commentary over it. So that will be pretty cool. So if you're interested, there you go. If you're interested in Heavy Rain, then you haven't seen any videos on it, just have a look. Unless if you have the game, of course, you might not watch it. But it's gonna be fun to do. I really wanted to play that game actually. But anyway, see you guys, and I might make another video on Hitman. I don't know, maybe. Okay, see ya, and bye bye.